So often, a gathering like this leaves you with the impression that you need to get over here into these good feeling emotions, and you have been so sick to your stomach of positive people for so long, the idea of being one of them is abhorrent to most of you. In other words, nothing is more annoying than to see someone happy when you're not. Nothing is more annoying than to see someone living the life you want to live when you're not living it. And even worse, crowing about it. Oh, let me tell you how good my life is. Let's not go there, you say. What we want you to realize is we don't want you to compare yourself with anybody else. We just want you to have an awareness, a comparative awareness of whether this thought that you're thinking right now is upstream or downstream. And you know why? Because this thought that you're thinking right now is your point of attraction. This is the thought that you're thinking right now that your life is becoming the indicator of. But there's this one little thing that we need to tell you. You probably already know it. There's a buffer of time between you offering a vibration and it manifesting. More than 99% of every creation is completed by you vibrationally before the evidence begins to show. So you can be turned in the downstream direction for a while before you begin to see the evidence of it. And that's what makes you not know. You want instant manifestation. Can you imagine Jerry and Esther on the river with their guide, telling him, oh, we like instant manifestation, so we don't want to take all the time to ride down the river. Put our boat back on the bus. Let's drive down the canyon, be a lot faster. Put it in a few hundred yards from where we're going to take it out. We'll just be done with this. And he would say, I thought you wanted to ride on the river. And that's what we want you to understand. You want this ride on the river. You want to discern contrast. Oh, you think that if you had the choice, and you did, but you think that if you'd had the choice from this physical experience, and good thing you didn't, you'd think that if you had the choice, and you did, that if you came forth into this physical experience, that your nest would be so feathered that it would be full of all of the things you want, and there would be nothing in your environment that would even get your attention a little bit that would make you feel bad. Many of you as parents try to do that for your children, and you deprive them temporarily of the contrast that they came to live. You said, I'll go forth into the contrast, and from it I will be able to discern what I prefer, and that will be a wonderful thing, because when I know what I prefer, I'll hold it in my vibrational countenance, and then the law of attraction will bring it to me, and then I'll have a new platform from which to prefer, and I'll hold it in my vibrational countenance, and law of attraction will bring it to me. So from this buffet of life, I will extract from it the things that I most prefer, and out of it I will carve out the perfect life for me from my personal perspective. But instead, you got here, and there were so many other dysfunctional people around you who had already lost sight of their own guidance system, who said to you, most of you, I am a very conditional lover and liver of life, which means good conditions make me feel good, but bad conditions make me feel bad. So these are the rules for the good conditions that I need to extract from you. And since you're in my life, I'll be looking at you quite a lot. Since I am your employer, or since I am your mother, or since I am your father, or since I am your teacher, I have been assigned the task of looking at you. And when I look at you, I want to feel good, which means you need to perform in ways that make me feel good. I don't want you to be selfish. You need to behave in ways that make me, I'm your selfless mother, feel good. And if I see any of those things that make me feel bad, you will be in such trouble. Which was all right if there could only have been one of them and they were always in agreement with themselves, but they are so fickle and there are so many of them and they want different things from you, and you just can't stand on your head in enough different ways to make them happy. And pretty soon you figure out that no matter how hard you try, you can't make them happy. And we are wanting to say to you that none of you came forth with the intention of listening to anyone outside of you. Every one of you knew that life would cause you to expand, and that that expanded being would call you, and when you go in the direction of that expansion, that you would feel good. And you planned on leaving everybody else out of the equation. You really did. You did not plan on guiding your life by that which other people are saying. First of all, they don't have very much of an attention span. Have you noticed? How long did your lover really give you his undivided attention? No one dares say. Not that long. Not that long. How long did your mother give you her undivided attention? Not very long. Nobody can do it because nobody is born to be the keeper of you. They are all born to be the creator of their own experience. And we think that the greatest hypocrisy, the thing that has caused you the most trouble, is that they tell you that you are important to them, but the bottom line is how they feel is what's most important to them. So they keep trying to guide you and your behavior by what makes them feel good. And then, oh, you get so full of resentment, because you know what would make your life really wonderful right away is if you could just accept that everybody is in this life for themselves. And that's not a bad thing, because what that's really saying is everybody is source energy, and everybody came forth in order to give birth to new rockets of desire, and everyone has a source within them that is guiding them toward their best interest. So imagine what a wonderful world that is if everyone has their own personal guidance system, and it is source, and everyone is being called toward the improved life experience, and everyone, or even most of them, or even some of them, are hearing the call and moving toward it. Can you imagine how magnificent this world would become?